Hello everybody, today I'm going to be making my official predictions for the NFL division. So you have the division winners, potential wildcard berth, participation trophy, and the trash tier. The Cardinals are in the trash tier for very obvious reasons. They are tanking. I'm sorry, I don't care what people say. This organization is praying to God to get the first overall pick, so they can either be stupid and draft Caleb Williams, or they can trade it for like a shit ton of picks to a different poverty franchise. And then we have the Rams and participation trophy. Look at LA. I think they are gonna be better than they were last year, but I feel like their ceiling is probably 6 wins. I feel like the record will be worse, but their overall, just how good they are as a team is going to be better. They're going to look a lot more competent this year. Yeah. And then wildcard berth, we have the Seahawks. I do think the Seahawks will be a wildcard team, and a very, very good wildcard team at that, who's going to be able to make some noise in the playoffs. But I have the Niners as the division winners. The Niners could potentially be the number 1 seed. So, yeah, I think even... because it's expected right now that Purdy will be starting, and even if without Purdy and with fucking Sam Darnold or Trey Lance starting in the beginning of the year, I think they're still going to be able to get the division win and potentially the number 1 seed. So now, for the NFC South, the Bucks. The Bucks coaching is horrible. The Bucks roster is good, but the quarterback position. Look, it seemed like Baker Mayfield was going to be the starter, but he's playing so unbelievably ass in training camp that he might just not be the starter anymore. And I'm sorry, all due respect to Kyle Trask and John Wolford, neither of those teams are getting them to any more than 3-win seasons. This team, no matter who their starting quarterback is out of those 3 idiots, is going to be ass. Next, we have the Panthers. Look, I'm not big on Bryce Young at all. I think he's going to end up being a bust just because of his size. I feel like this kid's gonna get sacked once and fucking die. I mean that in the most respectful way possible. But they're gonna be better. Bryce Young's gonna be better than the 3-headed monster of quarterback they had last year. And Frank Wright should be better than Matt Rule. It's really gonna see if they should have kept Steve Wilkes or not. That's really the question. Now, for the wildcard berth, I have the Saints. I'm a Derek Carr stan. I love him. I think he got screwed over in Vegas, and he has some weapons, and the question is, can that team stay healthy, and can they bring it all together? There's so much good there, but Kamara is suspended for 3 games. Dennis Allen is a huge question mark at head coach. There's a lot, but this team is going to be better than they were last year, and they could definitely make a wild card spot. And as the division winners, the Atlanta Falcons. I absolutely love this roster. I think Arthur Smith is a top 10, maybe even top 5 coach in the league. I know that is a very controversial and hot take, but I like him as a head coach. He's made rosters that were complete ass be good, and this roster screams 7-10 to me, and I got 7-10 with the roster that screamed 4-13 to me last year. So realistically, I could see this team, with the easy schedule that they have, I could see them getting 11, maybe even 12 wins. Yeah. Okay, so now for the NFC North. I had the Packers and Ass. I don't know what's going on there. If Jordan Love's good, I'm just going to be pissed off. They're just in purgatory. If they went 8-9 with fucking Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, year 1 Jordan Love is not doing any better for them. They don't have any weapons for him other than Christian Watson, maybe Romeo Doubs. Drafting JSN, crazy thought. Participation trophy, I got the Chicago Bears. I think Justin Fields is gonna save his ass. I think that he's gonna be a competent passer, and he's really just gonna be a running back. He's gonna be your diet Lamar Jackson, but still, I think he's still gonna be competent. Then in wildcard berth, we have the Vikings. I don't know what's happening with their defense. If their defense is as ass as it was last year, then the Bears could potentially be better than them. They could potentially be last in the division. I think it is going to be better, and I think the offense is going to continue to be good. I think Jordan Addison should be an upgrade over an aging Adam Thielen. And overall, this is a good team. This is a good roster. And I could see them making wildcard berth, but I got the Detroit Lions winning the fucking division. I don't even know anymore. This team just confuses the shit out of me. They go 1-6, then they end the season 8-9. Jared Goff is playing like a good quarterback again, which is kind of scary. And they're going to have a good running game. And there was a lot of controversy with the Jahmyr Gibbs pick, but overall that draft was... This is how I see it. If you switch the Brian Branch and Jahmyr Gibbs picks, then that draft looks really good. The fact they still got Brian Branch is fucking amazing. And they are just they're just a much better team coming out of the draft, and I think that's really all that's important. Okay, now the NFC East. Okay, look it. I have a lot of faith in Sam Howell. A lot more than a lot of people do, and a lot more than I probably should. But I don't see this team being anything other than last in the second to best division, most likely. But I don't think this team's gonna be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes unless they trade with the Cardinals or Tampa Bay. But they're just not bad enough to where I think they're gonna be that ass. But they are in the trash tier because they are the worst in their division. Now I got the New Jersey Giants in participation trophy. This team shot way above its weight class, and it showed in the playoffs when they had to play someone that wasn't the fucking Vikings. They got absolutely destroyed, and do you think they're going to take a step forward? But I feel like wildcard berth is still a huge question mark. That whole team is a huge question mark, so I'm going to say that they're third in the division, because really the teams that are above them are just much better. Dallas. Yes, Dallas will be choking in the playoffs, but in terms of stances in the division, they are still a very competent team, and they will probably be going 11-6, 10-7, 12-5. I don't think that there's some takes that like they're going 9-8, 8-9. I don't see it happening. Like, yes, Dak Prescott is unbelievably questionable, but they were able to win games with him backstabbing them, and I think it's going to be difficult for him to have an even worse season than he did last year. Now we got Philly. They made it to the Super Bowl. They were the number one seed. They are probably going to be the number one seed again. They are currently my pick to win the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I don't even know anymore. There's not much that can be said. This is a very good-ass team, and this is a team that's going to make some noise in the playoffs, barring injuries. And since I've said that, I think they're going to be good. They're going to get injured to hell. Jesus Christ. Fire Josh McDaniels. I'm not even going to waste my breath on this poverty-ass franchise. You got rid of your franchise quarterback and one of the best tight ends in the league for fucking Jimmy G and Austin Hooper. That's all that has to be said. Now, the Chargers. I know. Like, I'm just going to say it right now. Kansas City's the division winner. I'm not going to even waste my breath on them. But Denver and Chargers, I have Denver being better. I think they're both missing the playoffs this year, but Brendan Staley, I have zero faith in. The Chargers have been bailed up by high-end talent. And overall, after that wild card loss, I can't see them being that good this year. I don't think they're going to be horrible. I still think that they're going to be getting 7 to 8 wins, maybe 9. I do have Denver better. I think Denver's going to take a big step forward thanks to Sean Payton. And Nathaniel Hackett was probably one of the, if not the worst, head coaches in NFL history. But, so I think that alone means they're going to have a step forward. And, I mean, Kansas City just won the fucking Super Bowl. I'm not going to say that they're somehow going to lose to one of these three dumbasses. Okay. Now we have the NFC North, probably the most difficult division to predict this year. So, you know what? I'm going to wait till the very end to talk about these guys, because this could probably be its own video just based off how good these 4 teams are. These are 4 potential playoff contenders. Okay, the NFC South, I have the Colts coming in last because they're the fucking Colts. Anthony Richardson is not going to be good his rookie season. He might be good later in his career, but not his rookie season. That team is a corpse. That team is a walking corpse. And Jim Irsay cares more about Wales than he cares about his running backs, so GG's. Houston Texans, I think they're going to take a step forward. They're not going to be, I don't think they're going to be a playoff contender, but I do believe Stroud is the best quarterback in this class. They have a very, very good offensive line to protect him. Overall, I think they're going to be a very good team this year. Now, you have the Tennessee Titans in wildcard berth. This is a team that's a very potential wildcard team. They got D-Hop. They're choosing not to tank. Which, interesting strategy, I do have to say. They have 2 project QBs. I don't think this team is going to be winning the division because I have the Jaguars winning it. Jesus Christ. Imagine last year, the beginning of last year, you said that the Jaguars would be winning a playoff game and now would be predicted to win the division. This is just a good team. Calvin Ridley is damn good at football. And Trevor Lawrence is definitely going to make him better than the withering corpse of Matt Ryan did in Atlanta. Now, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm just not going to even talk about that. Now, these 3 got the Dolphins, the Jets, the Bills. Look at, I don't even know. These 3, it really just comes down to injuries with these guys. Whichever team gets the most injuries is coming in third out of these guys. Whoever gets the least is coming in first. I have Miami just because of the Tua thing. I think the Jets are going to start off slow because Aaron Rodgers is going to have to adjust to the playbook. And then Buffalo, it's just, they've been so good in the regular season the last couple of years. It's hard to bet against them. Now we have the NFC North. I think I'm going to go backwards here, and I'm going to start with who I have the division winner being, and that is Baltimore. Hold up. I know what people are going to say, but I think this team almost beat Cincinnati in the wild card round without Lamar Jackson. I do have faith in Lamar to stay healthy. He's going to show that he is a very good passer. And although, yes, OBJ is probably going to hurt by week 3, I think Zay Flowers is an amazing receiver, and I think he is going to end up being the best receiver in the class. So now, in second place, I have Cincinnati. This is still going to be a very competent team. But this division is just so good. These are all teams that could potentially win upwards of 10 games. Okay. I'm believing in Mike Tomlin here. And I am saying that the Steelers will come in third in this division. And then the Browns will come in last. Steelers, they have a very good defense, although the offense is pretty ass. They were able to go 9-8. And I think Pickett's going to take a step forward. And overall, they're going to be a much better football team than they were last year. And the Browns are still gonna be really good. Don't let this 4th place look like it. I hate the Browns. I hate Deshaun Watson, but they're gonna be a damn good football team. So yeah, comment who you think is going to be making it into the playoffs. Who thinks gonna be winning the division? Who you think's gonna be winning the Super Bowl? And I'll see you guys in the next one.